Hey guys, Casual Chrono here. In this video we are going to hopefully complete Chapter 119, Into the Edax Abyss. Now, I'm not quite sure at what point Chapter 119 started. I think it might have started kind of at the end, well, it started at the end of Chapter 118. However, if you watched my walkthrough, it was kind of like a two-part fight, so it's possible a little tiny bit of Chapter 119 is in my previous video, the Chapter 118 walkthrough. And that is because when we resume the story, I am in Guilty Hades, and I need to go around and upgrade it. Now, I have not done anything since Chapter 118, so I thought I picked up 3 evol cores. Maybe I didn't. Oh, I guess I must have picked up 3 stellar points. Oh, so the question here, let's see, there's stellar healing. Do the stellar points get shared? No, they do not. Okay, so it looks like I picked up 3 stellar points, but I guess I can only spin them either on the core, on the right arm, on the left arm, or the head. That might not be a bad one. No, it doesn't look bad either. Well, I'm not quite sure where to spin the points, so I might just kind of start fighting and see what I might be lacking. So I have no idea where I'm going. So when I have the opportunity to explore, I will take that opportunity. So I'm going to explore all over the place. See what it means when you could possibly get trapped. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of wander around. I think for the time being I'm going... Well, are those 2 the only 2 enemies here? Surely there's more. Well, you know what? I'm just going to wander around. If this exploration bores you, you are more than welcome to skip ahead. I'm under the understanding that I probably need to upgrade Guilty Hades as much as possible for some upcoming fights. So first thing I want to do is try and outline the map. So I want to be able to see where I can go and where I can't. Kind of looks like I'm trapped to a degree. What's this? Okay. So it kind of looks like they are forcing me into a fight with this enemy here. And I'm guessing once I beat it, then I can, I guess, open up the path to the next area. Let's go ahead and, I guess, let's see if I'm right. Yep. All right. Well, let's get into a fight and try and figure this thing out. Yeah, it's been a while. Let me see what the final attack is. You charge one of your arm's attacks with final energy. Good job, Aldo. Alright, let's see. Nothing's destroyed. Alright, so I'm thinking the head should reduce the enemy's power and thus reduce incoming damage. Let's go ahead and grant hold ground and endurance and spirit. Are these the same? Last gear? No, not quite. Stellar Boost looks to be the same. And Stellar Double Gear seems to be the same, but these two skills change. Alright, so this one is... Looks like this enemy is weak against slash or magic. Let's go ahead and boost my power, maybe? Alright, I guess let's go ahead and reduce physical and magical resistance. Alright, what I'm looking for, I'm trying to find something that I can start using pretty much every turn. Or, well, not every turn, but every fight. So, turn 1, Stellar, Evolve, Boost, and Bright. So, Signal, Evolve, Boost, and Bright. Let's see if that works out. Alright, order the torso core to unleash your final attack. Desperation. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack, guard, and let's do a heal. And here comes the final attack. Okay. Now, I don't know if that pattern is going to work really well, but let's see. Alright. Evol cores can be obtained by defeating the Edaxamorphs. And then crystals unlocks the stellar board for the frames. Oh yeah, it went back to that little meteor thing. Alright, I got 2 cores. That's it. Alright, so I can level up something twice. And that's it. Oh, look, my old gear. Well, that would make things easier. I'm familiar with some of this stuff. I say that, and now I've forgotten kind of what I used to use. Alright, power 400, 250. Alright, looks like that's the strongest for that. Oh, I remember using Rebuff Jammer. I liked the Giga Ruin Quake thing. Looks like that's the highest level thing too. Alright, let's equip that. Alright, so Ultima Weapon A Eternia Shield. Was that what I used to use? Oh, it's been so long. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause for 1 second and I am going to watch my own video and see what I used to have equipped. 1 second. Alright, I watched my own video from a year ago. Oops. And I equipped Guilty Hades more or less like I did from a year ago. Looks like we have all of our old equipment. I equipped the Rebuff Jammer and gave my Guilty Hades these skills. Giga Ruin Quake reduces power and intellect by 45%. So that's a good debuff to start the fight with. And then I have Stellar Charge, which is a magic attack and provides a link effect. Signal Scramble, which grants barrier piercing and inflicts break. And Anti-Divine, which removes all buffs from enemies and restore all debuffs and restore all statuses from all frames. I don't know if these are the best choices. I liked things like attack support and others like Stellar Signal. But we're just going to kind of go with what I'm used to in the past. I might change my mind. Right arm. I equipped the Elemental Blade, or Element Blade. And I have Element Edge, Aegis Form, which inflicts rage and improves resistances. Stellar Boost, which improves endurance and spirit, provides hold ground. And Stellar Double Gear, which increases physical damage, increased on MP value, all that kind of stuff. So those two are kind of tankish. So I'm using my right arm as a tank. Left arm, I equipped Mana Blaster. And I chose Mana Blast and God Rays, Giga Trigger Set, and Stellar Double Gear. For my head, I put on the Vengeful Healer. I do kind of vaguely remember using that one a lot. And that one gives me some heal skills. I equipped Stellar Healing in the first slot. It restores all health, restores MP, and improves HP by 25,000 and improves type resistance. I had Holy Mist equipped, which was a regen and restored statuses. I had a Reactive Heal, which is a counterattack, and when I'm hit by an attack, all frames restore health and MP. I remember that one being pretty helpful at the time. So we'll see if it's just as helpful. And then Coding, I can gain Hold Ground and restore 50,000 health. But I have Hold Ground from another skill, so I'm not sure if that's going to be redundant. But anyway, so I went ahead and equipped my old stuff. I can level up things just by a few points. Head, arms, and torso are all level 80 right now, so I could raise one of them to be higher. Not sure if I need to. So let's go over here and see what this is about now. Oh, that was it? I guess you can enter the meteor. I bet he could. Do I just click on it? Oh, I can dismount if I wanted to. Do I want to? Oh yeah, we have these things. Okay. That didn't help. And the last one destroys the rock. Okay. It's kind of sort of coming back to me now. Can't dismount, so we'll just keep moving. Alright, we can hover. And I guess we'll get into another fight. Alright, I only briefly watched my own video, so his new ability? Stellar Full Burst. Okay. So it's a stellar attack. Alright, so basically you can wipe out half of an enemy's health by using it. Alright, well, let's give it a try. Stellar Full Burst. I guess I still can do actions with the others. Alright, so let's inflict rage. We'll do Aegis form. We'll buff, I guess, and gain counterattack. Oh, I was going to say that did not look like half its health. That looks more like half its health. That looks like all of its health. Alright, I got 2 more Evol cores. So I got 4 now. Okay, moving on. Is that anything? Apparently not. Alright. I see a barrier looking thing. Alright, Kamonage is not talking to me, so I guess this means we're kind of on our own. Alright. We're going to reduce the enemy's power. Inflict rage and improve resistances. We'll go ahead and buff with intellect, I guess, and reactive heal. Alright. The enemy did not do much damage, and there was my reactive heal. Alright, that lasts for 5 turns, so now let's go ahead and improve resistances. I buffed my intellect by 75%. So let's go ahead and do double gear. One looks like a blunt attack and one looks like a magic attack. Either way, it looks like the enemy is weak to it. This lasts for 3 turns, so let's go ahead and grant hold ground. And Giga Quake it's weak to. But let's grant Barrier Pierce. Why not? Let's try that. Or grant Link. Let's do a Link first. That did not do that much damage. Let's go ahead and give all frames hold ground. Do we do a Mana Blast or do we do double gear? Let's just do double gear. Changes to weak point. Let's try Element Edge. And let's go ahead and do the Break and Barrier Pierce. Alright, 323 million. Looked a little nicer. Oh, good thing I did a hold ground. I thought I had Rage on it. I do. Okay. We're going to do a Quake again. Let's go ahead and... I guess let's keep using Aegis form. No, let's go ahead and Stellar Heal and heal that thing back up. And should we... Should we double gear again? Sure, why not? You can tell I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Okay, I'm not seeing much in the way of reactive healing, unless... Okay, so the arm is the one taking the damage. But the head is the one that's counterattacking with the healing. Okay. How's my HP? Alright, let's just do Holy Mist, I guess. Get a regen going. Alright. Re-debuff. Alright, let's go ahead and Stellar Burst. Stellar Full Burst. We just cast both of those, so let's do a Stellar Double Gear, I guess. I guess it's been 3 turns. Maybe we should boost Intellect. Alright, we have a regen going. That counterattack's supposed to last for 5 turns. So... let's keep that max HP going, I guess. There's gotta be a quicker way to do this. This seems like it's very time consuming. Alright. let's redo that, 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 and does it have any buffs? Doesn't look like it. I guess let's do signal scramble again. I kind of liked that double attack thing. Evol core times 5. Strengthening weaponry. My Ultima shield and Eternal shield leveled up. Whoops. I wonder if I should just be using the Ultima weapons instead of the old gear. Let's try that. I don't think there's anything new here. Alright. Alright, let's review these skills. Alright, I really liked that double gear attack. Let's put that in position 1. Aegis was rage. Stellar boost is defensive. And what's this? Deca evolve and Ragnarok arts B. Ignores target defenses. Oh, that sounds nice too. I'm kind of looking at the MP values. Usually the higher the MP value, the better the skill is. Alright, so let's try... Do both arms have some of those skills? Yes, okay. So why don't we make the right arm the attack and the left arm the defense? So rage, defenses, power and speed buff, and then attack skill. Do we do Stellar Double or do we do Ragnarok Arts B? I like the ignore target defenses. Yeah, let's try it. Alright, so that means this arm is going to go all in on attack power. So let's try the ignore target defenses. Power. We'll try... Try that. Okay, so what I have lined up, I have the ignore target defenses skill in position 1 and a 5-turn boost in position 4. And then positions 2 and 3 are kind of 2 and 3 on the left arm are things that beef up magic damage in this case and do physical and magic damage, whereas the other arm, the 2 middle schools, are middle skills are defensive. Aegis and Stellar Boost. Endurance, Spirit go up, grants hold ground, and resistances go up and inflicts rage. And we'll just stick with Vengeful Healer for now. Was there any type of attack skill? Eye Blast. Alright, let's do Eye Blast for position 1. Let's do Stellar Healing for 2, Reactive Healing for 3, and Hold Ground for 4. Does that sound good? Ooh, instead of Eye Blast, let's do Stellar Starbright. Alright, so every frame has an attack skill as well for those bursts. Okay. Moving on, I guess. What's this? Extract. Okay, so if you start leveling something up and want to, I guess, remove it and level something else up, you can. Alright, where are we? We are there. Alright, let's explore some more. If we can. It did say if you get trapped, you can click on the robot and you warp back to where you were. Okay. Outlining the area. Continuing to outline the area. Continuing to outline the area. This is okay, so we're swooping through the whole thing, it looks like. I'm assuming if they're marked on the map like that, that means they're pretty powerful. Maybe we can find some more meteor-looking things and fight some weaker enemies first. I'm also curious about those green spots. Alright. Alright, this is a land mass. There's a little orb looking thing. Another orb looking thing. Alright, so we're slowly uncovering this space. Sorry for the lack of action, but let's go ahead and just see what this is. Oh, yep. Little subterranean area. Frag of support. Let's punch this thing. You can't fly over. Is there anything even up here? Something sparkly. Alright. Daxian crystal. Well, let's just see what this thing is like. Alright, so reduce power. Let's see, that lasts 3 turns, that lasts 5 turns. 3 turns, and ignores target defenses. Alright, let's beef up. Let's rage. And let's get the counterattack heal going. Alright, let's do some stellar healing. Defense. Let's try... where was it? God Rays, it says it's weak to. And let's see, it says it's weak to signal scramble, so it looks like it's weak to... I was going to say magic attacks, but that one's a magic attack and it's not weak to it. Let's do a stellar charge. Looks like it healed itself too. That's not good. Alright. Let's stellar heal again, I guess. We've already cast both of those, so... I guess... 5 turns, 3 turns... It says it resists that, so let's evolve. God Rays didn't really seem to do that much damage, so... buff, and... it does have a buff. Or I could grant Barrier Pierce. Let's try a Signal Scramble and Barrier Pierce. Alright, so let's try a reduction of power. Reduction of power. Let's go ahead and try the Ragnarok arts, even though it resists them. And let's just see what happens. Well, it seems to be doing a lot of damage. Alright, the double reduction of power definitely seemed to help with the incoming damage. So let's see, let's do a stellar healing. Now the question is, it's what, turn number 5, so I've probably lost the rage. So time to rebuff those. I might just keep attacking it with Ragnarok arts. Let's see. How's debuffs looking? Looks pretty good there, so... And decisions. Let's grant Barrier Pierce again. It looks like I can do that Stellar Burst thing. Alright, stellar full burst. Attack, attack, attack. Alright, looks like we beat it. Oh, it was sparkly there. Alright, I guess it's time to try and buff this up. How much can I do? 12. Well, if the core dies, I lose. So let's do 5 levels. And the head is the healer. Let's do 5 levels. And I guess that's, let's see, SP7. Alright, ability. It looks like if you want to win quickly, we need to get the stellar gauge up as quick as possible. As much as I like things like hold ground, I think right now probably the best use of these cores is to try and burst as often as possible. So let's go ahead. Activate an uninterrupted effect. Yep. Alright, the core and the head. Let's see who has the highest speeds. Yep, the core and the head. Oh wait, do they all have 7 points? Oh, they do. Okay. Well, that makes things a little bit easier. Okay, now, let's see, what's this one? Oh, we can store up light power even faster. Alright. Let's try that. Let's go ahead and go for this ability as quick as possible. So we will unlock that. I need 4 more points. Okay. So my core and head are 5 levels higher, and my stellar board, all 4 are storing light power faster. So I can burst, hopefully quicker. Oh, looks like it pretty much tells me where I should be going next. Can I go back in here and fight things? I'm not sure if it respawns or what. Alright. It directed me towards that green marker as well. Alright. Just for the sake of curiosity. Alright. This island kind of ends. I don't see any more. Oh, there's a sparkly. I wonder what the Adaxian crystals are for. Well, this game seems to be pretty good overall about not overwhelming us if we kind of do what we're supposed to do. So, if the game directed me, clear up some more of this. Sorry, I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to that stuff. Alright, so the game kind of suggested we go here, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, what's this question mark here? Oh well, let's fight a big turtle first. Okay. Quake, reduce power. Let's improve magic damage based on MP. Let's inflict rage. Let's get the reactive healing going. Oh, did it give itself a regen? It did. Okay. Let's go ahead and reduce its power, improve defenses, improve my damage maybe, and wonder if I can, it says remove all buffs. Let's just see if we can remove that regen. Well, it does not look like it got removed. Okay, let's go ahead and buff health. Let's see. I think we did both of those, so now let's Deca evolve for. Go ahead and start attacking, I guess, and inflict, break, and barrier pierce. Alright, that thing is healing for in the billions, so that's not good. Alright. Let's go ahead, attack. 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 And full burst it. Well, that seemed to work. Alright, got 3 more evolve cores. Is that what I needed for the stellar? Yes. Alright. Oh, I'm 1 short. Okay. I guess the question mark is for flight. Yep. Alright, there's a sparkly. Alright, I could level something else up if I wanted to. Thinking the arms might not be a bad target for the next level up. In fact, let's just go ahead and do that. Let's do tanky arm first. Alright, good. We start with full health in every fight. I was a little worried about that. Alright, counterattack, rage, God Rays, and Quake. Alright, next. Let's give everyone hold ground. Defense. Now let's do a double gear. And link. All the twos, basically. Alright. Four. And inflict break and grant barrier pierce. Alright, looks like we can stellar burst. Wow, that thing just destroyed me. Let's quit. You can level up the null gear by using evol cores, reset your level, yeah. Oh, they are affected by difficulty settings. Okay. Alright, so that one was kind of evil. Let's see if we have any better luck in this location. Maybe we can fight another turtle or something we know we can beat. What's down? Alright, let's just see what this snake thing is like. Alright, debuff, buff, rage, counterattack, heal. It already destroyed 2 frames. This is crazy. Alright, restore all frames, max HP, does it have any buffs? It actually doesn't look like it. Let's grant link, I don't know, this might be over very quickly. No, let's not continue. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like it definitely seems to get more difficult the further we progress. I don't think I could raise my levels any further. Oh, I got more SP. When did that happen? Alright. Light. Light. Whoops. Light. And light. Okay. Now, we got 7 points to play with. At turn end, every 5 turns, I can basically self-repair. I get a first strike, or during a burst, damage increases. What's this? Alright. Power decrease, int decrease, speed decrease. I kind of like that. But I don't really care much about improving my MP. Decisions. Well, here's what I'm thinking. Seeing some of those fights. At the first, I was basically being obliterated on the first and second turn, so things like improving my power and intellect I don't think are really going to help. This only helps if I have time to burst, and I don't. This, after every 5 turns, repairs things, and I'm not lasting 5 turns. So my only choices are to either improve my health, is that I'm thinking let's just go ahead and beeline it straight for the stellar skill and see if we can get 5 more points to unlock that. And stellar healing. I can improve my max HP even more. Let's see, left arm. Isn't that pretty much the same as what I have now? Stacks 3 energy, stacks 1 energy. What's this one? 35 times, 35 times, 3 turns, 5 turns. So, do I want 3 deuce energy, or do I want a 5-turn skill, basically? What are these? When a sword gun is equipped, gain counterattack. Oh. With shield equipped, activate guard. Oh, that's kind of neat. Turn start, final energy. Ooh, at turn start, stack 3 final energy and all enemies' power is reduced for 1 turn. That's nice. And this helps with Stellar Burst. Let's try reducing enemies' power. And let's go ahead and gain guard. That gives me 1 point left. Alright. Right arm. At turn end, restore HP and grant shield if a shield is equipped. What's this one? Intellect. Yep, let's definitely do that one. Stellar Burst. Now let's just go ahead and do those 2. And Torso Core. At battle start, we gain a hold ground. At turn start, every 3 turns inflict break. And type resistance during a stellar burst, but that only affects the torso core. Alright, what's this one? 35, 5, stack 3. 35, 5, stack 3, 20. 20. Am I reading this right? Is there really no boost? Oh, you save on MP. Alright. And attack count increases. Oh, we have that now. Okay, 35. So is this one just a reduction in MP as well? Yeah, that's kind of You know what? Let's go ahead and give myself a hold ground. I really don't know what else to get. That would help a little bit with defenses and offense. Or I could inflict break. Let's just inflict a break and save the extra point. Alright, and I don't think I can level anything. Okay. So here's another thought. So that the right arm, every turn end I heal and grant a shield if I use it for defense. Left arm activates guard with a shield equipped. The left arm, I gain a counter attack if I have offense. Right arm, I do a magic attack based on power. Let's go ahead and get the regen and the shield going. Let's make the right arm the tank. So if we do that, that means rage and stellar boost will be those two. And let's... So left arm is going to be the offense. So the very first thing I want to do... God Rays has been kind of ho-hum, I think. So on turn number 1, let's do that. Turn number 2. I really don't know what the best thing to do is here. Double gear. Sure, that looks like a buff for the most part. We don't need Aegis forms, so for that one... let's see what I have again. Counterattack, 25,000 attack. So 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Let's do Stellar Boost. Even though it's Endurance and Spirit, it also improves Power and Intellect, so... So 1, 2, 3. And... so far I really haven't used Anti-Divine that much. But I'm sure there's going to be some buffs I'm going to want to get rid of later. Zone system. Let's try it. Okay. This is master difficulty, and technically I could make it easier on myself if I lowered the difficulty. I don't really want to, but... Okay. What zone do we even have? Spatial conditions. Alright. So, reduction of power, resistance, buff, and let's do hold ground for everyone. Let's try... hold ground or improve max health. Or reduce power. Let's try reducing power with both. Okay, that seemed okay-ish, but wasn't it turn 2 that it got really evil? Alright. Let's restore all frames health. Let's buff. Let's buff. And should we try a zone system? Let's try Link. Alright, third. Let's go ahead and heal and gain hold ground. Attack. Attack. And let's redo Quake and keep those debuffs going. Alright. Well, this seems to be going a little better than last time. Let's burst. Alright, so what do we do here? Let's improve... Is this turn 4? It is turn 4. So that means... Let's see, that lasts 5 turns. We didn't do that. Should we go ahead and attack again? Let's go ahead and do full heal. Actually, let's do the reactive heal. Alright, so we're going to burst, attack, attack, and set up our counterattack heal. Alright, that seemed to work. Whoops. Let's improve this a little bit. So everything is level 85, 85, 83, and 85. Alright, that thing looks kind of evil. Should we try it? I mean, that looks kind of like one of those bounty type monsters. Yeah, let's try it. The barrier has been deployed. Alright. Debuff. Debuff. Improve power. Rage. Okay, there's the debuffs. I was a little worried. Alright, that hurt. Alright, we're going to restore and improve max health. Let's go ahead and buff. Buff. And grant link. Bunch of counterattacks at least, but not doing much damage. Alright, we can't burst yet, so let's give everyone hold ground. This is what, turn number 3, so I still have rage going. Double gear is a buff. I guess let's go ahead and buff that one and grant barrier pierce. How are debuffs going? They still seem strong. Alright, it said preparing something evil. And I don't want to find out what that evil thing is. Stellar full burst. Attack. Attack. And I guess let's redo... Actually, let's go ahead and get the counter attack, I guess, going. Counter attack or rebuff or re-debuff. Decisions. Let's try the counter attack. Alright, seem to be doing a lot of damage. I did grant barrier piercing. Alright, out of health, but looked like it had maybe 1 life. Yep. Does that stop its whatever attack it was about to do? Alright, debuff, debuff. Attack again? Actually, this is what, turn 4? So that means... 5 turns, 3 turns. We still have hold ground, but I could stack another 500 power. Yeah, let's just do double gear for that one and Aegis form for that one. Alright. So there's a debuff. There's a debuff. Ouch. Okay, my arms are down. Counter attack, Restore all frames. I guess let's Giga repair something. And guess let's keep that debuff going. Alright, stellar healing necessary. Let's grant hold ground, I guess. And let's try a zone system. Why not? Man, I'm gonna be trapped into stellar healing. Alright, let's see. Let's buff and Giga Ruin Quake, I guess. I don't have time to repair the other arm. Regained its energy? Or no, regained its life point. Alright. Let's debuff. Attack. Do we want to attack? Let's stellar boost. Let's keep the debuffs going. Alright, have no choice, we have to heal. And stellar charge, I guess. Alright, well I can burst if I can survive. Well, at least the counterattack is doing some damage. Alright, let's burst. Repair the other arm. Attack. And stellar full burst. Alright, come on, stellar full burst. Did that do it? Really? I thought it was out of life points. Alright, Aegis form. Max health. Alright, let's re-debuff it, looks like. I guess this would be at a time where we could have cleared the buffs. I think it becomes just kind of a waiting game now. I guess let's do a weakness attack. Alright, it's preparing that horrible explosion thing again. Alright, should we hold ground? Or improve resistance? Let's attempt to hold ground, I guess. And stellar charge. I guess let's try that. It said it had exhausted itself. It's a lot of counterattacks, but it's still not doing that much damage. It had 0 life points, but I thought it was at 0 life points before. Alright, let's heal. I guess let's... let's attack, attack, and attack. Heal. Aegis form. Let's beef up power. And I guess let's attack again. So close to being able to burst again. Alright. Heal. Let's beef up power. Let's beef up power. And give ourselves barrier pierce. And hope we survive. That better not have been its life point. No, it still says 0. Alright. Let's get a reactive heal going. Actually, maybe we should debuff. No, let's reactive heal. Attack, attack, full burst. Alright, come on. Please die. But you had no life points. How are you doing this? You're still at 0 out of 1. This... The only thing I can think of is we need to defeat it before it... Ugh. How frustrating. Are we still in the zone system? The only thing I can think of is we have to defeat it before it regains its energy. And I'm not sure if this thing is strong enough to do that yet. Alright. Heal. Type resist. Beef up. And Quake. I'm a little curious why the reactive healing... Oh, I was going to say, the reactive healing needs to be triggering, and it's not. Alright. I guess let's stack up one more of those. Attack and I wonder if I could just use Desperation right now. I guess Alright, so it's preparing that explosion thing again. Do I still have hold ground? Yes, I do actually. Alright, attack, attack, attack. And let's go ahead and grant Barrier Pierce. Maybe that'll help. It says it's exhausted. Let's try it. Let's try going all out before it has a chance to restore its health. Or restore its life point. Attack, attack, attack. And let's... No, screw it, let's attack. I don't know how many turns that was, at least 20. But we did it. These are not pleasant fights on Sword Energy. Well, that's good. These are not pleasant fights on Master difficulty. Alright, first things first. Now, what do we want to improve? Let's keep the head alive. Alright, looks like the core had that ability crystal H. Alright, Barrier Pierce for 5 moves for Stellar Signal. So that would be an upgrade basically to Signal Scramble. Okay. Wasn't terribly impressed by the zone system. Let's put back Anti-Divine. Stellar Charge. Link. Okay, save. Alright, Rebuff Jammer is still the strongest thing I have. Ultima Weapon, So the weapon improved. Does that mean I have new skills or just better skills? Okay. Let's put things in the same spot too. That was kind of throwing me off a little bit. So we have Evolve and Stellar Boost in slots 3 and 4. Evolve and Stellar Boost in slots 3 and 4. So slot 2 is a tank slot. And slot 2 here is a DPS slot. The double gear. You know what? Let's swap those. Okay. So we have boost in slot 4, stellar double gear, and let's see. It's a slash attack times 40. Now. Okay. Alright, that thing is still green. Why is it still green? Did I miss something in there? I don't see anything. Oh well, let's go ahead and go to the next one, which I think was that weird snake creature that wiped me out pretty quickly. Alright. Let's reduce its power, tank, and improve damage. Why'd I heal? I don't know why I healed. Alright, let's go ahead and reactive heal. Beef our frames up and provide link. Okay, let's do hold ground, attack, attack, and let's reduce resistances, give barrier piercing, because on the next turn we should have the burst if we don't die. Okay, I don't know what's different, but this fight's going a little easier than before. Alright, burst time. Full burst. Attack. Attack. And let's redo our debuffs. Okay. That went a lot better. I think we're starting to finally smooth this whole thing out. Alright. What else is here? Nothing? That was it? Wow, okay. I guess that was just a way to get a little more experience. Oh, okay, it's directing us towards this one next. Straight north. Well, I'll play your little game. Let's uncover the map here. Anything else around? I wonder if I'm allowed to go straight here. I bet you I am, and I bet you it's probably some evil creature that will wipe me out in a heartbeat if I don't power up ahead of time. Alright, we were going straight north, so this one. Alright, some nasty looking things. Let's fly. Get the sparkly. And I guess let's see how badly this thing is going to kill me. Alright, what patterns did we get? We got Quake and Stellar Bright for the debuffs. And for the buffs. Dang, already? Okay. Let's hold ground or improve health. Let's try hold ground first. Buff, and does it have any buffs? It does not. Alright, let's try a repair, I guess. Stellar boost. And let's try Stellar Signal and hope we survive. Maybe it'll do a buff on turn 3 and not attack. Darn. That was its only attack. That wasn't too horrible. Alright. Stellar full boost. Attack. Attack. Oh, and what should we use here? Let's probably... let's try the reactive heal. I'm hoping that the Stellar Burst will just destroy it. Oh, looks like it has an HP stopper. Darn. Well, at least it did not attack me. Alright. Let's use this opportunity to beef up HP. Let's just try attacking again, and actually, let's take this opportunity to reduce power and intellect. Darn. Okay. Let's try a repair. Let's try... Let's try an attack, and let's try a charge. Is it buffed at all? It does not look buffed. Alright, now it did a buff. Alright, let's see. Do we have hold ground? Probably not on everything. Attack. Attack. And... thought I saw a buff effect. Let's go ahead and reduce physical and magic resistance. Alright, that worked. This is rough going. Alright. Alright. You can only level up one thing by 1 point. Do we have any more stellar points? Yeah, we do. Okay. Let's see. Let's continue. Turn start. Let's go ahead and continue this path. And looks like that's all we can do right now for the right arm. For the torso, let's see. That was just a reduction of MP. Let's go ahead and every 5 turns give an automatic hold ground. Extra large 35 times, extra large 35 times, okay. I'm kind of looking at this, now that we're bursting more. Yeah, let's go ahead Alright, the head. Why does the head only have 9 points? Should it have 11? Alright, every 5 turns, my frames could get a power boost. Every 5 turns, I could automatically repair. I do like that. Every 5 turns, activate full repair. Let's go ahead and go in this direction. I don't know why the head has less SP than the others do. That's weird. Oh, unless I spent some points elsewhere, I guess. Oh yeah, didn't I improve some stats over there? Guess I shouldn't have. Oh well. I like the gaining of hold ground, but I also like the ability to repair the whole group at once. Alright, debuff stays, self-healing stays. The reactive heal's been nice. Let's just keep what we have right now. Alright, what else we got in here? Curse of Revival. Sparkly. Alright, let's fight this thing and see what we can get out of it. Alright. Debuff, debuff. Resistance. And buff. Alright, turn 2. Let's go ahead and get the reactive heal going. Let's do overcrit, overcrit, and link. Maybe I should have debuffed instead. Or cleansed, or whatever it's called. Clear the buffs. Alright, turn 3. Let's go ahead and give everyone hold ground. Let's get rid of those buffs and my debuffs. Let's go ahead and boost. Alright, good thing for the hold ground. Alright, burst time. That has to be one choice, one choice. Now, do we re-debuff? Or do we re-hold ground? Let's re-debuff. Please don't have an HP stopper. close to death. Alright. Re-debuff. Attack. Attack. Hold ground. Alright, that was not horrible. Alright, level 90, 90, 90, and the attack one is 85. Oh, there it is. Let's see, do I have any more SP points? Yes, alright, let's unlock the full repair system. Oops. Okay, let's go ahead and do that for the left arm. Same for the right arm. Four points. I do like health. Until turn end, resistance is up, which isn't necessarily helpful. At every turn start, inflict break. I do like that concept. Let's go in that direction. Alright. Let's see. Barrier link has been deployed. Alright, it also has a life point. Alright, if it takes physical damage, it improves its damage. That aura is already in effect. Alright, well, debuff, debuff, buff, and rage. Really? Already? I really don't like this area. Alright, oh, it revived. Okay. Do I still have the rage? I do not. Alright, so buff. Let's do the hold ground, it looks like would be a good idea. Aegis form. And are there any buffs? It looks like one, but is that dispellable? Probably not. So that means link effect. Alright, still can't burst, so we have hold ground. We did the debuff. Let's improve max health and resistance. Buff. Buff. And let's go ahead and inflict the break. And hopefully we will survive. For the burst. Alright, burst. Burst, attack, attack. And let's go ahead and redo the debuff. Alright, there goes the first life point. Now if we can just pull that off again. Let's get the reactive heal going. Attack, attack, and re-debuff as well. Actually, the life point, let's debuff fully. I don't know if I like this countdown thing. Alright, let's see. Let's redo that. Let's improve that. What are we doing on Stellar Charge, Stellar Signal? Let's get the poison out of the way. How's our hold ground? Still there. Let's counter heal. Something tells me he's about to do something really nasty. Over crit. Those are debuffs. Still there. Well, let's see what he's going to do. Or she, I guess. Alright. So I got a reactive heal? I do. If I had not depoisoned myself, the poison probably would have killed me. Alright. Let's re-hold ground. Stellar boost, stellar boost. How are we doing on that? Alright, we just gotta survive. Alright, it's counting down again. How's the debuffs looking? Okay, we should probably debuff. Poisoned does not look like it. Alright, let's Aegis form, and how close are we? We're pretty close. Let's go ahead and redo the brakes. Alright, can we survive? Alright, should be out of life points. Burst, attack, attack. And let's re-debuff just in case. Now let's reactive heal. Good. Alright. Slowly, this is smoothing out a little bit on master difficulty. Another ability. Ultima weapon and shield have gone up. And more Daxian crystals. Alright. Let's save that last level for later. Alright, next. Stellar points? Yep. Okay. At every turn start, inflict break. I do like that. Let's go there. Let's go ahead and start improving health. I don't care so much about the MP right now. Alright, let's see. Where was I going with this one? Alright, I get extra final energy if I enhance that one. I improve damage during a stellar burst with that one. I wonder if we should just go ahead and get some extra health as well. Alright, this one, more energy, more damage. Let's do extra health. And, oh, why not? Extra power. Alright, the head. Alright, we got the full repair system. What was this one? Preemptive, less MP, right? Yep. 40%. No, 50%. Or I could improve health more. Let's go ahead and unlock that one. Looks like I can't really unlock anything else. Alright. Ability Crystal A. What did I get here? Stellar Star Bright, automatically updated. Okay. Omega. That's even stronger. That's even stronger. That's good. So that should be the same for those two. Yep. And then the torso. Stellar signal. Don't really see any difference. Maybe it's like instead of 30 times, it's 35 times or something. Okay, well, we seem to have found something that kind of works. The extra health is in place for everything but the head, which I'm not too thrilled about, you know, that being the healer and all. Alright, I think we're done in this room. This is a long chapter just by virtue of being master difficulty and having to fight these one by one. Alright. Those are all done. So I guess that would be the next target. Unless there's something over here. There is. So I don't know which one is considered the next difficulty. Well, let's just see what's in here first of all. I'm sure it's going to come in handy at some point, but I really haven't used Gabble at all in this new world. Well, let's see what this one's like. Alright, debuff and debuff, resistance, buff. Alright, Link. Boost, boost. Let's do the reactive heal. Alright, good choice, reactive heal. Alright, still can't burst, so now let's hold ground. Let's improve power, power, and break. And prepare for turn 4 and the burst as long as I can survive this. But you would think with a hold ground I will survive, but you never know. Alright, burst, attack, attack, and we'll use this opportunity to re-debuff just in case. Those were pretty numbers. We might be finally figuring this thing out. Watch the next creature just totally obliterate me. Alright. I have, what, 4 of them? And what about stellar points? Alright. Alright, I like the idea of getting health, but I also like the idea of being able to buff more health. Decisions. I can only do one, really. Well, let's go for this stellar. Oh, you know what? Let's just hold off on that one entirely. Okay. Let's go ahead and unlock this. If I'm reading this right, at the start of every single turn, the enemy will have a 35% power reduction. It only lasts one turn, but then the next turn, it will happen again. So it's like a permanent 35% reduction. And this one is would be the same thing for intellect. So I get more energy. Alright, the core. What's this ability? Resistance. Do I care? Alright. 35, 100, 105. I currently have 35, 100, 105. Attack 5 turns, 5 turns. It's pretty much identical except for MP. So I don't know how much I really care. Okay, type resistance might be nice. If nothing else, this direction goes towards an extra 10,000 health. Let's do it. Okay. What's over here? Anything? Nope. Alright, it's directing me towards this one now. Whoa, okay. Oh. Alright, so debuff, debuff, resistance, improved damage. Alright, looks like we are poisoned and pained. So let's get the reactive heal. Buff, buff, and let's anti-divine. Alright, now let's do the break and reduction in resistance, preparing for the burst. Let's go ahead and boost, and hold ground. Alright, let's burst. Attack, attack. Cast all of those pretty much except for the stellar healing. So let's redo the power and int debuff just in case. It looks like it's already been defeated. I didn't see any life points. It didn't have the little frame around the icon, so I think we're okay. More cores. Alright, looks like one more regular monster and then one of the ones with the life points. Oh, that's Guiding Light Hammer. Daxian crystals. Alright, sparkling. More crystals. Alright, let's fight this chimera looking thing. Alright. Debuff, debuff, buff, buff. Alright, next. Counterattack, heal. Buff, buff. And let's do the link. Okay. Counterattack, heal. Alright, turn 3, preparing for this. So we are going to hold ground, stellar boost for the power, and inflict break, physical, magical resistance. Alright, just don't kill me. Oh wow. Doing a decent bit of damage there. Alright, turn 4. Burst, attack, attack, and let's go ahead and re-debuff just in case. You never know if there's an HP stopper or something. Well, look at that. I think there's an HP stopper. Okay, so let's see if we can still attack and knock it out. So let's see, let's do, those last a while, let's do stellar healing, maybe boost the party health. Nope, okay, the attacks still did really well. Alright, whoops, already been up there. Alright, next evil thing that's going to try and kill me. How many cores do I have? I have 14 cores. What do I level up? Maybe I should max out the head. Oh, I got a new skill. Auto repair mode. Destroyed immunity? Oh, that's neat. Okay. So auto repair mode gives me hold ground, which is pretty much the same thing as miracle coatings. So let's swap those two out. I have 10 stellar points. Looks like I can get closer to that. Alright. The head is maxed out minus the stellar board. Maybe I should give myself an extra. I need 5 points. What's the chance that next boss is going to give me 5 points? Probably pretty good. Alright, hopefully the head can now survive a little easier. I didn't even look at the rest of them. Hold on, let's see. 5 points. I think we were working our way towards the health. Let's see, here we were working towards anything? Let's see, maxed out, maxed out. Maybe we're working towards the hit points. Whoops, wrong way. Is that right? Yep. And the head is taken care of. Okay. Oh. Mini super boss. This is going to be a long video. Alright. Same old debuff, debuff, buff, and buff. Alright, turn 2. Reactive heal, buff, buff, blink. I'm not poisoned or anything, am I? Nope. Okay. Guess I should have done the preemptive hold ground. Alright, turn 3. Auto repair, boost, and reduce resistances. Alright, burst, burst, attack, attack, and let's redo the debuffs. Might not have been the best choice. I think when it consumes the life point, I have to debuff anyway. Well, let's find out. Yep, I did. Okay. So I probably should have done like stellar healing or something. Okay. Debuff, debuff. This is what? Turn 4. Resistance. And let's do a stellar boost to try and keep these guys alive. Okay. Let's improve max health. How many stacks of energy do I have? 2 on him. Or it, I guess. So let's double gear. Actually, let's go ahead and stellar boost. Stellar boost. Did I Gigaquake? Looks like I did. So let's... Do I have any debuffs? Does not look like it. Well, I guess let's stellar charge. Emitting vitality. I hope that doesn't mean it gave itself back a life point. Says 0 out of 1, but so did the other one. Alright, let's do... Let's redo debuffs. And let's give ourselves the overcrit for 5 turns. How are we doing on buffs? Let's see. Let's do reactive heal. Let's just attack for right now. And let's redo the break. Okay. Well, that worked out. Didn't even need to use the burst again. Another ability crystal, and weapon and shield are up. Okay, more customization time. Alright, I can max out something else. Core or arms? Let's do the core. And what new skill did I learn? Preemptive, power 55, int 55 for 1 turn. And remove all buffs and debuffs. Okay, so that replaces anti-divine. Okay, stellar points. I could give myself health or well, I can do both. Alright, let's just do both. Alright, right arm. Left arm. And everything else requires more. Yep. And head. Guess it's time to unlock some abilities. Alright, so do I increase int and work my way there, or do I go ahead and give myself 10,000 now? Every 5 turns, for 3 turns, I get boosts. I do kind of like that too. Let's work our way there. So, if I am interpreting all this correctly, let's get out of here first. And this might be the intention. By the time you finish all 3 of these and the little sub areas, it would be possible on the stellar board to have all of the abilities fully awakened, plus it looks like 2 additional nodes, if you don't go to the stellar skill plus, because that's what I have for the right and left arms. The head, I went for one of the stellar skill pluses, so I don't have the enough points to fully awaken the abilities, but I am close. That's what I was going to do. I meant to activate that one instead. Oops. Oh well. And the torso, I was able to activate all of the abilities and have some health as well by bypassing the reduction in mana. So, and 2 of the 4, the core and the head, are at max level. The other 2 are at level 90, which means technically one of those could be 100 if the other one had been left at 80. So the question now is, do I go fight this thing down here, or do I go there? Let's go check out what's down here first of all. I'm a little wary of an overworld type of enemy like this. Alright, well, let's just see what this is like. Okay, so same pattern. We're going to debuff, debuff, buff, and buff. Oh, it deployed an awakened Earth Zone. It just destroyed its own Earth Zone. Okay. Weird. Alright. We'll go ahead and... let's do hold ground. Buff. Buff. And let's try this one out. Let's see if this power int speed reduction stacks with all of the others. That was a decent bit of damage too. Well, he's not doing that much damage to me. That's a lot of power int speed debuffs. Okay. Let's do reactive heal. Let's do a stellar boost and a stellar boost. And let's go ahead and do the break and physical resistance stuff down in preparation for the burst. Alright, let's see what happens. Full burst, attack, attack, attack. And there's the HP stopper. He looks mad. Alright. Re-debuff. Attack, attack. Let's re-debuff that one. Keep him weak, if possible. Alright. How many cores do I have now? Just the 4? Yep. Alright, stellar points. Oh, he didn't give me stellar points. Alright, so he was basically only useful for 4 cores. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know this has probably been a very long video. I think I started recording over 2 hours ago. But I think we've kind of settled into a good pattern. Let's see what's going to try and kill us now. On master difficulty. Is there any other... A major trial, alright. No doubt a guilty Hades fight. I don't know if I'd say we're ready, but probably should have leveled up the arms a little bit more. Oh, that's a lot of barriers. Oh. I wonder if... Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. It looks like all those barriers got broken because I went around and defeated those little green areas. If I had gone straight here, maybe I have to deal with all those barriers. Alright, well, debuff, debuff, resistance, buff. Same pattern. Looks like he has 2 lives, if I'm seeing that right. Alright, turn 2. Let's get the hold ground. Do I have hold ground? Let's go ahead and just do it. Alright. Let's buff. Let's buff. And let's get Link going. Maybe I should have debuffed now that I'm thinking about it. Well, that didn't seem to hurt too badly. That might hurt a lot more. Alright, turn 3. Reactive heal. Let's get a boost. Boost. And this time let's go ahead and do a reduction. Oh, yeah. Looks like he buffed himself too. Cursed Divinity. Let's get rid of that. Alright, not too bad. Alright, now does he have any HP stoppers or just the multiple lives? We're about to find out. Burst, attack, attack, and let's do a stellar healing. If we knock out a life, he's going to clear his debuffs anyway. Alright. It looks like there's no HP stoppers. So that should knock out 1 life. That doesn't look good. Alright, it's a good thing I had the hold ground going. Oh, he kept his debuffs. Alright, so debuff, debuff. Let's go ahead and keep attacking and just see what happens. Well, got through another life. What if he's doing our Destructo cannon? Alright, looks like it, so might need to do a hold ground prior to those. Right, all those debuffs are still there. So let's go ahead and grant hold ground again to everything. Well, let's keep attacking with those two, and let's do Cursed Divinity to do the power int speed debuff as well. Alright, can I get through the rest of the health? Not quite. No, but the counterattacks did. Is it really over? Yes, it is. Okay. that does take care of that. No, don't do a part 2. It's okay, I have hold ground. Alright, following that fight and a discussion, I can switch to the map. Ooh, Gadaro. Elzion. Alright, so basically all the places from before. Alright. Satellite Stadium. Synth Hydra, etc. Okay, I get it. Alright, so we can go back to this world, but you have to clear all those guilty Hades fights first. And if we hit switch, now we can explore this world as well. Which, if I click on Ancient Battlefield, can I fly around? Well, I cleared chapter 119, so we're on chapter 120. Question is this the top world or the underneath world? That's the Beast King's castle, I think. Yeah. Alright, so I'm up top again. Looks like those whirlpools respawn though. Okay. Switch. I have to go to the operations room. Alright, how do I explore the second world? Looks like it keeps taking me back to the top world. Yep. Well, we will figure that out after I stop recording and post chapter 119. So anyway, that was very long, and on master difficulty, not gonna lie, that was rough, but it seemed like we finally got into a groove and were able to kind of smooth out the process. So if you need, I'm not sure if I'm able to go back and redo any of those fights, but yeah, it looked like basically the key was on turn 1 trying to debuff as much power and intellect as you could to reduce the incoming damage, and by going straight to on the stellar board for Guilty Hades, being able to stellar burst very frequently definitely was a good choice. I was able to burst by turn 4 pretty much consistently, and that would mean I would pretty much win the fight by turn 4. So anyway, hope this helps. Casual Crono, signing out.